Oh, welcome back to the challenge, the Newbie version 4 on Farming Sim 17 challenge. Just to fill everybody in, most of you know by now what the challenge actually consists of. It's me spending a lot of time just trying to make money on Newbie, only using stock equipment and any DLC, and got the straw add-on pack I'm allowed to use and the massive pack, but neither of those are actually much good on this challenge. I'm using a tractor from the Modern Classics DLC, and in fact I think we'll call that just about level for now, and we'll go and get the rest of this stuff on here. I almost finished 16 off. We just finished that off. I'm gonna have to get down and flatten that. Oh, won't that be fun? And you're about to see me go nuts trying to finish this off now. As you see, I haven't even got manual attach on here, although I have got GPS and there is course play on here, but I don't use it when recording. Oh, and I don't drive very well either. The whole idea of this is that I'll just take off, whilst I'm thinking about it, I'll just take the diff locks off, because you wouldn't actually be driving normally with diff locks on, certainly not at speed. You can't turn very well with your diff locks on. But basically that locks it. The rear diff lock locks the rear two wheels together, and the front locks front two wheels together, and you can imagine when you're turning, your inner wheels are running slower than your outer wheels, and if you get the diff locks done, it's very difficult to turn. Oh, with that little bit out of the way, all I've got to make money on is I start with 20 cows is what Roy gives you. I also have chickens, which you get anyway. Was it 25 chickens? So I've got the eggs from the chickens, the milk from the cows, and the silage. The silage sounds fun until if you think about other 17 maps. Although silage was nerfed a bit in 17 compared to 15, it's still very, very good money. Oh, and I see I left the course play using the course play. I'll just switch that off. You didn't see that, did you? No, of course you didn't. Right. Start this running. I think we come in from this side, I hope. Should almost be the last cut. Start this running and we turn. But as soon as we get lined up, I'll put GPS onto it. Cause, I don't know about you, but I find it very hard to drive a straight line at the best of times. Right? No. Yep, that'll do. Alright, so we've got those three things to make money on. That's it. Oh, I also got the manure. I can make money on the muck from the animals, because that can go into the BGA, and the BGA's on the farm. Look, as luck would have it. This isn't very straight here how I've done this. Let's just change something here. Take that off so I can actually see. Oh, of course I forgot. As soon as you flick away upside down, I'd already thought of that, made certain people didn't cheat by going away from the track. You cannot go away from the track using GPS. I'll just turn again, Dick Wellington, turn again, because I've got this set low now, because I've got it set to speedos. Flatten the bunker, well, that's better. Oh, where were we? I think we're explaining exactly what we've got and what we haven't got. Yes, we've got the cows, the chickens, and the silage to make money on, and the manure. Well, that comes from the cows, of course. So you've got milk, and probably over the year, the milk is your best source of income. Because I'm missing a bit here now. Silage is your second best, and eggs are last, but eggs ain't pay for the diesel. Which is a help. Now we also, when we start, we have an overdraft which we have to get down on. And what I've done when I start this up, I actually just used the equipment we had to get the money. I sold off everything Roy gave us, which wasn't much because most of it was leased. Yes, it thought of that. I think there's about 3 or 4 items which were yours which you could sell. The rest of it was leased, but so that meant also taking the loan out. So we had to. Luckily, we're using season, so we get a slightly bigger loan. We only had 2. Oh, I think got to the end of that. So, oh, I'm hitting the wrong button all the time, as you can see. Now that's not bad, is it? Well, give us a 10 out of 10 for that. Going along hitting the wrong button because I'm keyboarding this. I seem to suddenly gone back to using keyboard more than anything. That's just I'm too damn lazy to drag the wheel into position. That's what it comes down to. Right, let's try again. When not first, you don't succeed. As my old chap always used to say, give up and go on. And I'm all for that. Right, we've got this all gone again. Now, could we miss some more out at this far end here? Not here. Somewhere around here we should hit some more proper grass. No, of course that helped. I don't know if you noticed the problem there. I didn't have the pickup down. This has been one of those, isn't it? I'm having a while of a time trying to get this right. Ah dear. Alright. Well, we'll pick up now. Mind you, more diesel we're using, and at the moment every penny counts. It certainly does. We haven't not got the money to play with. I would take it back this way. This is early autumn at the moment, so we should get this either late autumn, but I think early winter we will be shoveling this into the BGA. Again, I cheat slightly because I have got a, just notice a bit there I missed. I have got a courseplay course for shoveling it back. Believe me, you need a courseplay course for doing that. I'm only using the front loader. I can't afford anything else. We've got this one tractor. This is our fleet. This one lonely tractor. We've got the front mower, centre front mower, the little Euro Boss pickup wagon at the back. We've got a weeder, which does all the fertilisation for us. There's one thing with grass, it's easy to keep it fertilised on 17. Cut 1 layer, fertilise straight after cut 2 layers, fertilise just before cutting 3 layers of fertiliser. Simple. Even I can get that right sometimes. Let's just I don't know, it might be more than one left here. Might be one a bit loads left. I had a whole lot of things I was going to talk about. Clean forgot what they were. That's old age. And you lot can't help getting old. Unlike me. I've got a picture of in my attic. And that's getting older and I'm getting younger. The idea from the Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I'm well read, or at least I picked up enough stuff to be able to hold a conversation in most places. Anywhere will allow me in, which frankly is getting less and less now. Plus I should decide to put clothes on when I go out. There we go. Will we? 65? No, we should do it. It's only about 2 more. There's another pass. There's 2 passes there and a little bit I noticed just further out, which it looks like we missed. Oh no, we're not, are we? 73% already, and we ain't finished this. But we've got these a long drag. So I'm just going to have a look at the fertilisation levels of this field. As you can see, it started off at 3 and it's now dropped down to 1, and there it will stay until I go over with the weeder again. Once we've got the PGA flattened, we'll be bringing the weeder out to fertilise these. Now I can't quite get the connection with weeding and fertilising. I can understand it would take less fertiliser away if you got the weeds out, but I never could quite get the idea that it would actually add fertiliser. Unless of course it considers pulling the weeds out, it's killing them and they're going back into the soil, and I'm just about there. Come on. Well, here we are there now. Right. Put that onto the front. Unhook the front. Leave it this way. Not exactly how far I've got. I can look at the little icon on the map to find out where I got up to without having to think about it. And I'm all for doing things what I haven't got to think about. As you see, I've got the unit convert mod on. They've got a lot of script mods on here, but very little equipment mods. And finally, now on 19, getting used not to using loads of modded equipment. I know it's coming up, it's about now, but I've been some bothered with picking it up. Scripts and mods have always been my thing from 15. I've loved script mods, soil mod, and seasons in 17. If only they could have got together. And that stop there was its auto save kicking in. It's all part of the game extension mod which I've got running on here. Did I say I like script mods? I was saying it's a great pity that the Relimus guys and Decker didn't get together and add the best parts of soil mod into seasons. It would have made it even more soup than it already is. I know not everybody likes it, but I can't play a 17 map without seasons, and I couldn't play a 15 map without soil mod. And I'm finding it hard on 19, although we have got elements of both in 19. Now I'm going to come out of cab to back up here because I know what I'm like. I'm not going to go right to the back. I'm going to come away from the back a bit. I think that should do it. I'm just going to put a good heap in there. There we are, good heap in there. Back in the cab. Get the next one done. This should be the last load. As you can see, it takes up a lot of my time, even using course play. Although I can be doing something else, I've got course play far and away, of course. Except I need to keep an eye on it, because course play isn't perfect. It's funny, I was looking back over the years now. I started playing it on Farm Sim on 13, and that I got course play quite early on. Then I discovered where the developing copy was on GitHub, so I moved over to get using that rather than the release version. But I bought 11, well, a couple of years ago, now, Farm Sim 2011, just to have a look at it, and I found course play for that. Very, very different to the course play which it became in. Well, 15 was the really modern course plays. 13 was almost there. 15 was, and then 17 they improved the turn at the end of the rows, which improved things quite a bit. And 19 they're beavering away quite happily. Every day there's one or two updates come out. I'll just put that down. There it is, we've got it down. This is just any I missed I can pick up. I'll pick some of it up anyway. Just wait for it. Yeah. Now over onto the front, so switch that on, put it back onto GPS, and away we jolly well go again. I like several people, are amazed that course play's never actually been incorporated in Farm Sim. I'm not certain why it hasn't. Now, where did this we get to? We should be somewhere near here. Oh, I think I see it. Oh yeah, just here. And there's one next to us which got to come back and finish off. I'm surprised it wasn't. I can understand at the moment season's not being, but I would hope that in future it will be part of. Oh, there's a bit of a blip there. I'm hoping in years to come it will be part of Farming Sim. I think it deserves to be. And Relimus have done a miraculous job, and apparently they are working away at the new version, but I was looking back to when I first came across the seasons. That would have been almost 9 months before it came out, I would have thought. And I know I was part of the I managed to wangle my way onto the team, on the promotion team anyway, to promote seasons way before it came out. We were all given copies of work in progress, but tested, so they weren't actually ones that were going to crash all over the place to spoil our play. I'll just come down here because I missed some down this end somewhere, I think. I'll go onto map recording. It's just, according to map recording, we will just come down here just to make certain. And I know they're going to put out a developing copy when they get to the stage that it's stable enough so to do. Not fully stable, but stable enough. Because the last thing anybody wants is their game disintegrating on them. I think that'll do. Take that off, that's it. Now we've got everything done. There we go, back to the And it looks like it's some at the end. I made a decision on the trees. I'm going to leave the trees alone. Was an idea, but I really to cut the trees down. But my idea of forestry is no thanks. Nice idea, but not for me. In fact, I think I did do some serious forest on 15 and little on 17, and afraid the bit I done on 17 put me off the map I was playing on completely and put me off forestry again. I went serious on Westbridge Hills, it'd be Johnny V's version of Westbridge Forest on 15. And by the time I got to Old Ridge, I was doing Old Ridge, I cut some trees down and regret it, removed others in GE and regret it. But after that, if a tree was in the way, or if a branch of a tree was in the way, I'd climb up and cut the branch off. I'd love to see an option so you could actually have a scaffold or even one of these cherry pickers so you could actually get up into the trees and just lop branches off rather than cut the whole thing down. But that's for me being more for the agricultural side than the lumbering side. And no, I still haven't got around to getting a steam cleaner or a cleaner, and I won't be. The equipment can stay dirty. Let's get rid of that. Now what I do is wait. Here. Put the weight on. There we are, look at that. We've been doing this properly. What do you think about that? Oh, well, except we're not getting out. I'm not certain what happens when we fill that tank there. It's a, was it? Oh, digestate. That's it, digestate. Couldn't think of the names at the moment. From the BGA. I'm hoping I can carry on using it. Where that fills up. If not, I may just have to cheat slightly. And there goes the phone. Hopefully the wife is there and she can answer it. Because I shan't be. Oh, we got a little left in there though. No, I ain't gonna empty. It's just chits of us. Oh, there it is. Well, that will disappear anyway. That's empty. That's closed off, isn't it? Yeah. That will empty off anyway. Or we just go forward a bit more. Just to be sure, Seems to be a particular thing with the 17. That stuff gets left in some of the trailers now and again. Mainly I think when using seasons. But you can't get in there and sweep it out. Let's put this back. And we get down and I want to just slow down my cruise speed ready for going on the tip. In fact, we can do that and use that to back up. Not certain if you can do this in vanilla, but you certainly can if you've got drive control on. I think use cruise and reverse, but I find it very handy if I'm having difficulty back and find I keep calm long enough to do it. Alright, now then. I'm going to come at a cab to do this because this is somewhat silly to do in cab, trying to go over this lot. Now we're 39% at the moment, compaction. We got. Did I fill up the? Oh dear, I may not have filled out, but I might have to hook everything up again and just fill the cattle up with grass. Or we have to do it just before the end of the for the winter months. Last part of autumn, just fill them right up. So you can go as long as possible. Well, certainly first part and a half of winter. You can easily get hooked up on these things. You can beat yourself. How do I know? I don't know. Been there and got the t-shirt. In fact, I should have. So, this is where you do want the diff locks on. I'm at 40% now. I will switch the cruise off because I'm an idiot. You don't all have to agree. Well, I expect most of you will. You see, did I say anything about beaching? Yes, we're beached. And once you're beached, there's not too much you can do about it. Let's just try to... are we going back a bit? Be a surprise if we might be going forward. Of course, what's happened there is we're nowhere to go. Come out of cab again. Now we just keep spinning around and we will get free, and I think we're getting free now, slowly. Well, we were. Keep the wheels level, let us. Well, hopefully this is actually no, that looked handy. Now what we need to do is probably try and come off. And what's happening is we have actually beaches. You can see we're above the edge and above the bottom of the tractor there. And away we go. There we are. No, because we're going to go back over the same thing again and see if we can do the same again. Now, did I ever say that I wasn't the brightest candle in the box? There, we're free again. Right. After that quick bit of fun, and look, the time will soon have to end this action-packed episode, and I will. Well, what I'm trying to do now is getting close to where we beached and just level it all off a bit at a time. Now it'd be easy if I had a leveler, but I haven't because I can't afford it. And if we can't afford it, we're not having one. So there's so. You can see where the high points are. Luckily, this isn't as bad as upside down PGA he'd done, which really did mean you had to do each part separately. Very realistic, but oh, that could be a pain. But you could also put a lot more in the BGA. And we're just going round in circles here now, just to try and flatten this off a bit. And I think we will wind down now. I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, go on, subscribe. You know I really want you to. Now, is that really what I meant? That's what I said anyway. If you've got any comments, questions, queries, drop them in the comment section. I read everyone and I acknowledge everyone, normally with a little symbol I got YouTube should have given me to acknowledge, and quite often I will put a reply in. If you want this map, it is still available on PCSG. It's I almost got this new name. It's Newbie Farm version 4, and don't be fooled by the name Newbie. It's not for newbies. Really, it's for experienced players. Now, why I'm playing it, I have no idea. Except for my inbuilt masochism, as you can see there, we're hitting a soft spot just here. And I think with that is me and saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.